Let's talk about images. Images are everywhere. What's the element for image in HTML? It's img. Let's say less than img greater than. Now img is special. It doesn't need a closing tag. So you can just have a hanging open like that. Now an image, you need to say, where's it from? What's the image you want to show? It needs a source. So we must add an attribute. So go to the name of the element, space to the right, and you're going to say src, which stands for source. Equal sign, double quotes, double quotes. Go back within the quotes. Now you need to paste the URL of any image you would like here. Now to find one, just go in your favorite search engine like Bing.com. Type the whatever you want, like picture of a dog. Click images. Let's find some nice image. I click this image. I click view image here. And I'm going to copy the browser address bar. That's the URL of this image. You're going to hear the term URL a lot. That just means this address here. Go back to Just Fiddle, paste that, HTTPS, whatever, so on. Now click run, and there's the picture, the image of the dog. Now images, typically we need to set the width and the height because they might be just too big. If I had a bigger image, it would occupy the whole thing and even go beyond the bounds that are scrollable because it's too big. So you can use HTML to set the width attribute, space, width, equal sign, and you can add a number here, like 200. Click run. Now you can see the width was adjusted to 200 pixels, px. That's the unit we typically use to measure things in a computer screen. Now you notice the height, I didn't even specify. Now, if you omit one of the dimensions like the height, it will try to maintain the aspect ratio of the original image resolution. Aspect ratio is the width over the height, right? So that the image doesn't appear stretched or shrinked. Now, if I specify height here as the attribute, I probably will shrink it if I put too small, like that. Or if I put too big, I'm going to stretch like that. So therefore, I choose to omit one of the dimensions, can be the width or the height, so that it adopts the other dimension in proportion to the original. So it doesn't lose its original aspect ratio. And that's the image tag. Any questions so far? Another attribute that's useful to the image tag is the alt attribute. Now you might say, what is the alt attribute? Let's see. What if I, for some reason, let's say this image is broken, meaning the link to which it points to no longer exists. Something happened there. Let's simulate that by just adding 1 to the end of the value there. Now you can see nothing showed up. We got the broken image icon. Now this is not nice. So you want to add an alt attribute saying to describe the image. Okay, this was the picture of a dog of a certain breed. I don't know. Make sure to describe the picture very specifically. So when you click run, you're going to see instead of the image, the text will appear that describe what the image that's broken was supposed to be showing. This alt attribute is also important for accessibility. There are people who have difficulty seeing things, or they might be blind. So those people will use what's called a screen reader that goes through a website content and reads it out loud. So if they find the image here, because the person cannot see, they will read, they will listen to what the image is meant to be. So they come across this and they're going to hear the screen reader say, picture of a dog of a certain breed, so that they understand this part of the website was supposed to be an image of this dog of a certain breed. So that they can navigate the website, even though they might not be able to see. So it's important to always add alt attribute whenever you add an image.